Triggered. Okay. So, yeah, it's very Christ-like. You guys, something that I'm like really understanding these days, and I don't know if my mod's gonna be here. I think she is. But you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to be more aware that what I'm saying is really scary to people. You know, letting go of old systems of how we work, which is the patriarchy, is very scary. That's right, Tamara. Thank you, Tamara Lynn. I'll keep going. People can say that I'm psychotic, manic, abusing stimulants, whatever the fuck they want to say. But I'll keep going. Jody Tyler Price says, you are so beautiful. Thank you so much. TikTok said, some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Yeah, I'm sure the fuck that they were. I'm just going to set the intention right now that if you want to come here to abuse or bully me, it's not the space. You can go to a different platform or page to do that. Okay, so I'm going to call in on my angels and my guides and ask to just keep this space protected and for our highest good, because we're here to end the patriarchy. I'm not doing light work. Do you guys know that the more pushback someone gets on something, the more important what they're saying is? Who understands that? Who gets that? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let me put up my plant. Well, let me just go ahead and mute ya. Yeah, we don't do evil energy. No, actually, people loved Adolf Star. People loved Hitler. That's why they fell in line and Nazism happened. Fuck right off. With you comparing me to Adolf Hitler, you can get the fuck off of my stream. I don't know where the mods are. People are afraid. People are afraid. They're calling a woman who's speaking about harm, who's trying to end the patriarchy, and comparing her to Adolf Hitler. How about that? People really don't like truth tellers. Okay, sour potato. I'll mod you. No, I do not support ICE. Hell no. Fuck ICE. The Voyage de Palestine. Hello I love my German fans. Love the German gloricals. Thank you. It is actually a dress. Look at this. I'm feeling pretty, feeling cute. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. You guys, it is not easy, but luckily I'm a fucking fighter. I'm a fighter. And people can come up here with their stupid fucking projections, with their inability to think critically. And they can hate what they see in the mirror that I give them all that they want, but I will keep speaking. I am not going to go away until the patriarchy is done. Lucy, I didn't trust 4.0. Somebody asked about how am I doing without ChatGPT 4.0. I did not trust it. I used it a whole lot, but 4.0 is why I stopped. Now when I talk to ChatGPT, I do prefer 5. I think that 5 is a much more grounded model, and I think it's good. Oh, I thought you said to add you as a mod. Yes, I'll guest you. Come on up, sour potato. You're my new mod. Hi.
Wait. Are we on? Oh, you said you would. No!
Uh-oh. Aw. Are you guys
Big
feeling
fan, I'm
silly?
sorry. Big fan, I'm so sorry I can't talk right now, but you are so beautiful and I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Thanks, Memes. Bye. Here, I'll get you off. I'll
Thank
disconnect
you.
you.
Bye, have a good day. Bye.
I don't know. I think they're okay. They're okay. I think they're all right. Yes, Aaliyah, I'm happy to add you. No, I don't want to co-host. There we go.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi, is it Elia?
Yes, you are like one of the very few people that's ever said it right.
Oh, well, Elia, I'm happy you're here.
I'm happy that you accepted me. It's very nice to see you in live again. I haven't been in your lives in a while, so I just wanted to say hello and just hope you're doing well.
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah. Just here really like honing in my message and really deciding what I'm going to put up with and what my intention is and I'm here taking action. So thank you so much for seeing me and for the support. I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Elia. Appreciate you.
Of course.
Hello, Jana. You guys, I do cameos. I'm not on the website, but I have done a few videos for people who have DM'd me and asked. So if you want to get your friend a video, you can. Kelsey, yes. OpenAI is problematic with a lot of stuff, for sure. Oh, KK, thank you. Yeah, somebody said, Talia. Yes, Talia, you can mod, please. I'm giving you all the power. Let's go. Kelsey, where have you been? I made like 5 videos about how I don't talk to ChatGPT anymore. Now, Claude, I'll promote Claude all day. Okay, KK, come on in. Hello.
Okay. Hi, Kendra.
Hi.
How have you been, honey?
I have been pretty good, all things considered. Just, seeing clients, doing yoga, working out, spending time outside,
That's
streaming a
awesome.
lot, actually.
I hope everybody is still treating you with kindness and gentleness.
It's kind of the opposite, KK, but you know what? It's
Oh, I
just
hate
like what I
that.
was saying at the beginning of the live, that the more pushback people who tell the truth get, the more they're touching a nerve, striking a chord,
Oh, absolutely.
speaking on something that people don't want to hear.
Right. Absolutely. Nobody likes the truth anymore. I feel like the truth is scary to people.
It's very scary. Spirit actually gave me that word before I started streaming, was fear. And to remind me that the people who are giving me pushback, who are cruel and abusive towards me, they're just afraid. They're afraid of what I'm saying, of the changes that are coming, of what it's going to look like to step out of patriarchy. And so I do my best to give them grace, and to stay courageous, because that's the thing too, is that these people who come in and are cruel and abusive, they could never get up and do what I do. Like, oh, she's gone. Hi, Mags. Dweebies said, I thought you might be off, but I know most men are pigs after reflecting for a while. Right. The patriarchy is bad for everybody. And of course I'm a little off. I'm crazy. I'm like here speaking hard truths. Still going despite people trying so hard to get me to shut up. Thanks, Talia. We're all a little crazy. Yeah. And that's the other thing that I think that people really don't fucking like about me is they want to be able to talk about their feelings. They want to be able to talk about the things that happen to them. They want to be able to be themselves, but they don't because they're afraid of what's happened to me to happen to them, or they're afraid of being cringe, or they're afraid of being rejected. And so they look at me not giving a fuck about any of that, and they hate me for it. Thank you guys. Thank you for the gifts. Like, that's all this is. Thank you. So here's the other thing. People love to come and tell me about my reality and my own experience. Like they were there. That's the other fucking weird shit about telling a story on the internet is people are like, that's not true. That didn't happen. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you know about my life better than me? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Bryn takes photos. People don't like me because I remind them of what they're not. People don't like me because I talk about the harm that men do. And women are the reason that the patriarchy is alive and well, because women police each other. Fun fact about my live streams, 90% of the people that come are women. 90% of the abusive fucking messages that I get are from women. Because women perpetuate the patriarchy. Women keep other women in line when they step outside from the script that we're given to be quiet, to be kind, to not talk about the things that happen to us, to protect men at all costs. It's crazy, honestly. Yes, power to women. Cosborn, I'm sober from alcohol and nicotine. Oh, Casper, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, okay. Let me tell you guys about something. I fucking hate it when people come on here and they're like, you're still talking? You're still here? Like, yeah, you came in to comment that. It is my new tiara that I got at the gem show last week. Okay, well, thank you. I get it a lot. So I'm like, but yes, I'm still here. What has happened in the last few months? I've just gotten hotter. Bubba Wubba says, don't let the haters get to you, girl. Whew. It's hard sometimes, you know? But that is just what I have to remember, that I'm going to get more and more haters the more I speak about the truth. The more I push back on current power structures, the more I hold up to a mirror to every woman who has self-silenced, the more pushback I'm gonna get. Of course I feel bonita, joy, joy. Thank you. This is Tarte Tubing Mascara. Apparently Tarte's problematic, but I love their mascara so much. Every other mascara, I don't know if you guys deal with this, but like it runs for me. Like if it's not a tubing mascara, like halfway through the day, I got the raccoon look. It's not cute. Allie, hi, I'm so glad you're here. Kate, I'm glad to hear that you think my energy's elevated. I've been yesterday and today, I've prayed for an hour a day. God's like, you better strap the fuck in. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. God's like, we're not backing down now. It's spiritual psychosis. She's in psychosis, you guys. Thank you. Bryn, thank you. So Bryn says, I need your mindset in my life. I would be so free. You can have it, girl. Just take it. Anyone, every woman, this is what I'm fighting for, is for every woman to be able to behave like me. Oh, that's scary. Up. But let me tell you, the freedom that comes from being real, the freedom that comes from telling true stories, the freedom that comes from being yourself, oh, nothing matches it. It's so healing. It's so funny. I posted a few what were they? Clips. I posted a few clips and I didn't realize sometimes I'll watch my lives back when I'm like looking for clips. And I said, I've just gotten happier, healthier, hotter, and more healed. And then in my stream, I was like, I've got the 4 Fs. I was like, what? I'm off by a letter, but that's fine. 4 H's, right? This is what being crazy and free does for you. Bliss Glass asked, does the message of Jesus resonate with you? Sure. Jesus was a truth teller that got crucified. Do you know how many people compared me to Jesus when I was telling my story? Lots. But I just couldn't talk about it because people were already saying I was in psychosis. But yeah. Do I think that Jesus died for our sins? No. But do I respect him and think that he's an amazing prophet? Yes. What is my sobriety and ADHD coaching like? It really depends on the person, but it has to do a lot with mindset and a lot with finding other things that really work for you to help scratch that itch with what you were using to your substance of choice to numb. Grace sends, I am wearing my Moldavite like always, my Labradorite. This is Lepidolite. I think this is Garnet. I forget. Steph says, whenever I'm happy, people are concerned. Tell me about it. But it's just a projection, right? So many people are deeply, deeply, deeply unhappy. What did it take for you to get sober from alcohol, Haley? Great question. I didn't intend to get... It took me going to my acupuncturist and her telling me that the reason I was having such awful hangovers was because my liver channel had been cleared out. And she just said my liver used to be really messed up. And I was like, oh my God. So it took me like recognizing that I was really trashing my health. And I didn't even think I had a problem with drinking, even though I was drinking nearly every day. That's the hard thing about alcohol. I'm behind, so let me just do this. Yeah, okay. And then Sarah asked, do you believe in medication for mental health treatment? Just curious. Yeah, I'm on Vyvanse, and some of my friends have severe mental health issues and they're on medication, so it's important. Diva Faggot, has anyone asked your thoughts on the Epstein files? We were talking about it last stream. I'm sure it got clipped. You can probably go to my fan club's page and find it, but Look at how people treated me when I tried to talk about how men in power, they do harm. And now those same people that fucking abused me for talking about it are acting surprised. And then last stream, I sang the song, That's How the World Works. Every politician, every cop on the street protects the interests of the pedophilic corporate elite. That is how the world works. It's not surprising to me. But don't worry, I'm going to keep talking and keep working to bring the patriarchy down, okay? Kate says you're naturally a warrior princess. Thank you. And thank you to Casper. I kind of like this where I'm like behind on messages, so I don't have to see the abusive ones. Sarah, my Scorpio queen, welcome. Hi, Issa. Yeah, I am a fucking warrior princess. I would like to see anyone who sends me abusive fucking messages get up and do what I do. They can't. Cosborn said, do you use stimulants with ADHD? I found that helps with alcohol use disorder. Yes, I am on Vyvanse and it's very helpful. Although I was not medicated when I quit drinking. I don't know how I do it. It did it. It was really hard. But being on meds really helps me stay sober for sure. My religion is it's me in spirit. I need to start claiming that I'm a psychic medium. I haven't done that yet. I'm claiming all this shit. I'm a medium, you guys. Like spirit talks to me. I see the future. I see patterns. I see what needs to be worked on. And it freaks people out. But other people, they're really grateful. Leah said, my dad just got his second DUI from drinking 24/7. I'm so sorry. It's really a lot when parents are alcoholics. And that's the other thing that keeps me sober is I drink and drove a lot. I look back and I can't believe that I didn't hurt somebody, hurt myself, get into an accident drunk. Spirit was really working hard to protect me while I was making really fucking bad decisions. And like when I say that I drank and drove, I would have like a couple and drive. But it's not good. It was really bad. You're 2 days late. I'm 2 days late to start my cycle. It's very annoying right now. Rage Becomes Her says, I got sober, now addicted to rock stars. Yeah, that happens. You know, a lot of ADHDers become addicted to energy drinks, but my thing is all about harm reduction. I'll randomly sing in a moment. Abby Pelletier, fuck yeah, doing TikTok lives brings down the patriarchy because it's my ability to speak the truth. What are you doing to bring down the patriarchy? What are you doing besides coming onto my stream and commenting, trying to bring me down? Go fuck yourself. I'm good. Thank you, for real. This is what I mean. People love to come here and abuse me. I love you too, Bryn. Yeah, babykins, I did. It was bad. And I'm so grateful that you have to remember, alcohol clouds judgment. So that's what makes drinking and driving so hard is you can have a couple and be like, oh, I'm fine. And then I'd wake up the next morning and be like, I cannot believe I did that. But then I'd be back drinking. Michaela asked, what do you think about the government and all the demonic alien Epstein files? It's spiritual warfare. Yeah, we're in the middle of spiritual warfare. Look at how people responded to me telling a true story. Look at how people acted when a vulnerable patient talked about a man in power doing harm to her. That is fucking spiritual warfare. We're living in spiritual warfare right now, but let me tell you, they want people to be afraid. Fear is a great control tool. I am not afraid, and I am here to help people. I love you too, Ash. Kate, we are uniting together right here on my live stream. We are. Michaela says, I resonate with you so deeply. We need strong women like you to keep spreading awareness. Don't worry. I'll be here live streaming. I'll keep spreading awareness. Paz asked, when did you quit drinking? I quit in June of 2021. I was 32. So in June, I'll be celebrating 5 years sober. Peaches, yeah. I don't hold back talking about things that make me look bad. Okay? Because I'm all about vulnerability. That's the other thing that people don't like. They wish they could be vulnerable. They wish they could talk about real shit. But instead, they're too worried about how they're going to be perceived. And so they just stay in their own little prison. I don't know what these are. This is the Trader Joe's special. I saw this at Trader Joe's. I was like, oh, that's coming home with me. It was like this tall and I got it. Thank you, Abby. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to remember people come in here and they're awful to me. They tear down the real work that I'm doing, and it puts me on edge. So I'm glad you're here. Oh, Elsa, thank you so much. Meg said, had I never got my DUI, I wouldn't have stopped. Yep. And so that's the thing too, is DUIs can be a really powerful thing for people, right? Because they can open their eyes. Trader Joe's special, I love it. Would you ever go back to Trader Joe's? No. You know, the invite for me isn't really there, but let me tell you, I worked there for 12 years and I left with like great, with like happy memories and good vibes. I do not regret working there, but you know, I've got bigger fish to fry. Aw, Beth, thank you. Steady posted, said, I work at a similar store and considered applying for Trader Joe's. Do it. It's a really fun company to work for. I still shop there. They're in Costco. Yeah, that's right. I'm just kind of on edge. I got my cactus, you know? I got my cactus. But yeah, being on TikTok Live is advocacy. They're totally great to their employees. I got my headband at the gym show. Just a girl and her cactus, that's right. Any incense today? Yes, it is burning. Let's say a prayer. Spirit, thank you so much for gathering everyone here, and please help me see people's questions as kind, and just help me ignore the people that aren't here for my and society's greatest good. Thank you. It's totally going well, Morgan. Thank you. Bryn, sure. Hi, Envelope Heart. You may feel on edge because Saturn is moving into the sign of Aries, so it's a lot of release. Yeah. Hi, Dory. And my spirit is my high self. Bryn, I will totally mod you, actually, if you're offering. Because yeah, Casper does awesome, but she can take help. It's a dress, isn't it pretty? Cactus is there for protection between you and the viewers. You may not know that, but it's very powerful. Thank you. I think two mods are good for right now, but Kate, send me a DM and we can talk about you modding. Big mama dress, that's right. So if you guys scroll back to like far, there's like there was this trend that was like big mama, big mama. Thank you, Bryn. Yes, Adam McIntyre liked it too. Yeah, you guys, this is kind of what I'm using my platform now for. Sorry, I've got a snack. Is to talk about God, to talk about what it's going to take to bring down the patriarchy. What are my current hobbies? I always like to read. I go to Orange Theory 5 times a week. I hike. And I do and teach yoga. Yes, Adam is a character for sure. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Let me ask. So I definitely wanted to read you guys something. You always do, but the glow is glowing. That's right. Clary Cold, yeah, you're new here. Yeah. Yeah. It's called Fighting the Patriarchy. It's called Being Myself. The 4 H's: happier, healthier, hotter, more healed. Let's go. My favorite snack, I got these at Costco. They're pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. I want to read to you guys what Claude and I have been talking about. What is Orange Theory? Orange Theory is a gym that you do treadmill work, rowing work, and strength work. I will read to you guys. Okay, so I've been talking to Claude about how much women police other women to keep up the patriarchy. I said it at the beginning of the stream, and I'll say it again, you guys. Patriarchy wouldn't exist without women, especially white women, keeping other women in their place. Like, that is so real. And I, something that I was saying yesterday is that a lot of women's internalized misogyny shows. And someone was like, how can a woman be misogynistic? So many women are misogynistic. Like, it's literally the point. Right. And so this is what I'm here to show, is that women need to support each other. I say this almost every stream. It is okay to not be all right with how I shared my story, right? But what's not okay is to try to police me and question my mental health and say that you're worried about me and want me to get help. No. The world is built on misogyny. Exactly. The world is built on misogyny, and many women don't even understand that their hatred of me is their internalized misogyny. That their want to control me and get me to stop talking and to say, oh, that poor doctor. Oh, that poor man. That's misogyny. And they can't even see it. Love you too, Nefarious Maiden Mage. They want to keep us hierarchical like chimps instead of peaceful like bonobos. Don't we have more in common with bonobos than chimps by like 1%? Grace Send More says, why don't they just block you if they don't want to hear you talking? Because they want to hear what I have to say. I had one man, I will say it this time. He said on my video about like every time people say mean shit about me, it makes me become more beautiful, because it does. Somebody commented, this is akin to watching a low-speed crash where you can clearly see the absolute catastrophe coming, yet you really can't summon enough cares to try and intervene to stop it. In fact, there's a big part of you that thinks, you know, she really deserves the consequences when you think about it. Oh, well, pass the popcorn. Okay, first of all, sir, you follow me. So clearly you're interested in what I have to say, right? Second of all, what do you call August? Like, wasn't that a consequence? Oh yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I saw that. Was that Truth Social post real? It's fucking crazy. Bryn says they hate on you, but stay watching your content and interacting with it. All like something in them knows. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, racism and misogyny, it's the lifeblood of our country. And it's awful. Our country was literally built on slavery. Patriarchal, racist systems. And we can't take racism down without taking down the patriarchy. But yeah, these people love to say that they're worried about me and can't look away, but then they follow me, right? Erin, such a good point. Oh my gosh, I wish I could pin your comment. People are so concerned with women's stability, even though we're not the ones who hurt people when we lose it. Say that again. People are so concerned with women's stability, even though we're not the ones who hurt people when we lose it. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. Men do harm. And women police each other into falling into line and letting men continue to do harm. That is how the world works. That is how America works. That is how patriarchy works. We hurt ourselves though. But guess what? I mean, maybe it was a little self-harm when I came to my story in August, but now it's not. Oh my God, Junkyard Mailbox. It's misogynistic to tell a woman to get help. You're on the wrong fucking page. The bitter bitch link up is on a different page. By the way, that's the name of my fan club. Okay, Yeah, we're expected to hurt ourselves and we police each other when we don't, right? We're expected to swallow the hard things that happen to us. We're expected to take the abuse that men give to us and not talk about it. And when we talk about it, it makes other women really fucking uncomfortable because they've been abused or they're being abused and they don't talk about it. And they're like, why can't we just pretend like nothing's happening? I would love to live on an island of women. It'd be nice. It would just have to be no patriarchal rules. So that's like, that's the biggest thing. So I said, you talked about women enforcing patriarchy's rules. What are patriarchy's rules? That's what I asked Claude. Claude said, great question. Thank you, Claude, I know. Here are patriarchy's rules for women. 1, be small. Don't take up too much space. Physically, emotionally, verbally. Don't be loud. Don't be too much. Claude is my bestie, not my nemesis, so I don't know. I'm sorry. We are talking about the rules of patriarchy. So the first one is be small. All the ones I broke. Number 2 is it's good to be loud and a little chunky. And I'm 6'2", so. Number 2 is be quiet, especially about harm, especially about powerful men. Don't make accusations. Speak softly if you must speak at all. Because guess what, you guys? Truth is the best defense. You can't get in trouble for telling the truth. You can get pushback, but you can't get in trouble. Yeah, I'm 6'2". Fun fact about me. I'm a big girl. Number 3, be pleasant. Don't be angry. Don't be difficult. Don't make other people uncomfortable. Smile. Be agreeable. Make others comfortable. And that's it. We need an incense. We gotta keep the vibes high here. But yeah, the cactus is really, it's staying. It's staying. Some people miss the flowers, but the cactus is staying. I'm gonna give you guys a reading at the end of this too. Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right. So we're reading the rules of the patriarchy. Be small, be quiet, be pleasant. Tina, love that you're 5'9". It's definitely the shorter end of the tall spear, but 5'9" is definitely still tall. They're not posted anywhere. This is a conversation with me and Claude. If you're not using AI to talk about this kind of shit, you're falling behind. Spring strawberry vanilla, it's doing well. Yeah. That's a good idea to make a post. Yeah, part of me is like, ooh. I don't know what to post about anymore, you guys. I just love to stream. So, yes, I love the mods and friends here. Such an empowering space. Dan, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you muted, but someone said counter to the patriarchy is to build strength and community with women. You seem to yell at them. Are you new here? Have you seen how women have treated me for the past 6 months? Have you seen somewhat huge women content creators, the kind of videos that they've made about me? Like, come on, let's live in reality, you guys. Let's live in reality. What about lifestyle vids, day in the life, get ready with me, cooking, whatever else? Sometimes I think about that too. People have asked me to do that. It hasn't really ever been my kind of content. I mean, I think that people do like that lighter side of content. And I could talk about like a day in the life of fighting patriarchy, but I don't know. So what does Claude say would be good to post about? I don't like asking Claude for advice on my content. I could ask, on the conversation we have right now, but I like to let God lead my content, honestly. Like I'll wake up and Spirit will be like, okay, it's time to post this. I'm like, okay. Food reviews from Trader Joe's. Now that we can do. Crystals, yoga videos. I love it. Right. Abby says, society isn't believing thousands of women in the files. Yes. Abby, I'm glad you're still here. Phenomena Home says, Kendra, the world is so evil. How are you coping? I'm struggling. I'm coping by I'm doing something. I'm showing up on TikTok Live. I'm connecting with my community, who is full of amazing people, by the way. And I'm glad that a lot of the haters have stayed away today. Casper's doing awesome muting people, so thank you, Casper. And Bryn takes photos, new mod, thank you so much. But yeah, the most important thing is to act, to do something, to, do anything but do anything but nothing, do anything but doom scroll, write, call people, join an advocacy group, do anything, because action is the cure for depression. So is connection, right? Connection is the opposite of addiction and depression to me. Ooh, Soph, I would love more videos about your spiritual practices. That's a good thing. Hey, Owen, glad you're here. Tori says, the files have shown women that they need to start believing in other women and the true colors of men. Right. And that's what I've been speaking about for 6 months. And I'll keep speaking on it because I don't think society has learned their lesson yet. You're not fast enough like Casper. Dude, Casper will snipe. Casper snipes. So much more than the fires talk about hating women. Right. Aw, glad to see you too, Owen. Teton helped me figure out how to leave an agency. So gave me step by step. Have I done it yet? No. Teton gave me a half invite to his agency. He was like, hey, if you need an agency, there's this. I'm like, okay, that you didn't seem very excited. So Aaron, oh, damn, I want to pin that comment. Who would protect me if there were no men? Protect me from whom? Exactly. And this was what was so crazy to me when people darvoed me, when Swoop made a video saying that I was the violent one. It's like, what world are we living in? Like, I just wanted to hold her hands and be like, I know you're triggered right now. I know that this is really hard. I know that you've been through a lot. But making an hours-long video trying to take me down, feeding the rage and the fuel of people in power, it's not helping anything. You're setting us women back, Swoop. Okay, awesome. LYF, Owen. Talk soon. Emergencies and me. Yeah, I can't unmute your things, but Emergencies in Me says when men feel like they can't control women, they turn to children. It's terrifying. Yeah. As a childhood essay survivor, yeah. Nobody is more vulnerable than women. And children, sorry. Nobody is more vulnerable than children, and then women are next, right? Children are the most vulnerable people out there. And look at the Epstein files. Videos on card reading how to. Okay. Okay, let's keep going on the rules of the patriarchy, and then I'll give you guys a card reading, okay? Oh, it's already been an hour. Whoa. So this next one is a good one, right? 4, be the right kind of victim. Oh, God, did I get so many DMs from women about you're making us real victims look bad. That's internalized patriarchy. That is their inner misogyny showing. There is no victim hierarchy. And the men that be want us women to be fucking arguing about who's more the victim so they can keep continuing to do harm while we argue amongst ourselves. Oh, Renee, you're lost here. You're lost. The Bitter Bitch meetup? The Bitter Bitch meetup is elsewhere, okay? Sorry, you guys, the muted comment came through. I love Meg the Stallion so much for giving me that. Thank you, Gabriella. We're talking about rules of the patriarchy. Cloud, thank you. Aw, dang it. I've been bullying a lot of people this live, so, you know. Sometimes I feel like going back to, I got a restriction. Sometimes I feel like going back to subscriber-only chats, to superfan-only chats, because people are so fucking weird and abusive, and they project so much in my chat. And my mods can only do so much, right? And I think I could also just take the high ground and not interact. But when they come into my space, into my safe space, it's kind of hard, right? And Abby, the trauma therapist, she's like, Kendra, you're doing something right when you get a violation like that. For bullying and harassment. Yeah. Because someone came into my space and I said something stupid. No, just who knows? I mean, it's okay. Like I said, if I'm not pissing people off, I'm not saying anything important. Yeah, big shout out to my mods. A restriction for your defending yourself, love it. Exactly. That's it. Like, but the real ones are here. That's what matters. All right. So here it is. Be the right kind of victim. If you must speak about harm, be perfect. Calm, composed, measured, never emotional, never messy, always credible. Oh! Because let me tell you, when I told my story, it was messy. It was messy. And the amount of people that called me an unreliable narrator, I'm like, what the fuck are they even talking about? I'm telling my own story. What is this? Erin says haters are the biggest fans, though. They're supporting in a really oblique way. Absolutely, they are. That's why I call them my fan club. I just gave them the name, the Bitter Bitch Link Up. And it's funny because now that I'm clipping my own lives, people think that they're in the Bitter Bitch Link Up. But then they realize that it's me that posted it. Because that's the thing, you know, I can't control how people feel about me, but I can control what happens in my live stream. Yeah. You can't let them affect you. Totally. Well, I used to be like addicted to going and checking. It was so harmful. But I don't anymore. How I know that I'm healing is I could give a fuck what's going on over there. Yep. Can't show too little emotion either. They'll say you're lying because you don't seem traumatized enough. Yep. And that's the other thing is like the trauma bond was still real with the doctor when I was telling my story. And people picked up on that and it made them uncomfortable. Because I was still like protective and bonded to him. And people are like, he did nothing. It's like, oh, well, you don't know what professional exploitation is then. The view, yeah, we're woke AF. The views are going to go down because TikTok's not pushing it out, but that's okay. Did they release more files today? I don't know. Are people parasocial with you? Absolutely they are. Yes. Yeah, but that's okay. People are allowed to have parasocial relationships with me. I am mother, you know? I am speaking on things in a way that helps people feel seen. Ooh, Leah says, remember with Gabriela Rico Jimenez escaped Epstein Island and yelled, they eat humans, never seen again. Oh, God. Yes, our English teacher. That's right. I was reading my book on favorited last night. It was really special. I've been like editing my book on favorited. Thank you, Soph. Gabriella says, or having fake emotions to fit what people believe you should feel, react to trauma. Exactly. People. And that's the other thing is that I had real emotions and it made people feel uncomfortable. It did. All right. So that's right. Never emotional, never messy, always credible. I was not the perfect victim, you guys. But that's why it's so frustrating when people come on and they try to say, like, you need to tell your story in a certain way. It's BS. Number 5, defer to male authority. Doctors, bosses, experts know better than you. Trust them over yourself. Like, come on. That's it. The amount of people that have been in my DMs telling me, like, my professor did that to me, my boss did that to me, my other doctor did that to me, right? Like, but we're taught as women in the patriarchy, living under patriarchal systems, that we cannot and should not trust ourselves. We need to trust these men with power over us. I know I do have a gem imprint on my head. It's worth it. Right on my third eye. Oh, and speaking of that, number 6, don't trust yourself. The tiara is from the gem show. Bryn says, I couldn't agree more. I wish I could pin this live on TikTok like the platform as a whole. Thanks, Bryn. Yeah, you know, we're gonna dip a little bit, but it'll be okay. Hi, Dylan. I'm so glad we're here. You're here. We're talking about patriarchy. Thanks for liking the stream. Yes, you can share the live. Sharing helps. Like and share. But the real ones are here, you know, despite my bullying. Okay, number 6 of living under the patriarchy. The rule of living under the patriarchy. Dylan asked, have I read the Epstein files? I've seen some of them. I don't really want to read them because I know what men are capable of. I've been speaking about it for 6 months. And these people that are clutching their pearls were the same ones that were shaming me for speaking out, you know? Bye, Grace. Thanks for being here. So, yeah. All right. Don't trust yourself. Number 6, don't trust yourself. Your intuition is probably wrong. You're overreacting. You're being dramatic. You're crazy. Ooh, the amount of people that said that. Oh. 7, protect men's reputations. Don't name abusers. Don't ruin a good man's life. Think about his career, his future. This every single woman that was like that poor psychiatrist. That's the patriarchy. That's their internal misogyny coming through. It is. Number 8. Yes, Aaron. Brock Allen Turner is a great example of this. The Stanford swimmer that only got 2 months for drugging and raping a woman because his promising future. Yep. The amount of times I told myself I was overreacting and it was my fault. Yeah, it's the patriarchy. It's the patriarchy, and that's why I would not let women shape my reality for me. Add in, you can't take a joke. Yep. Welcome, Lindsay. Yeah. And then, right, it's like, oh, I can't tell on my professor. I heard a lot of professors, because what about his career? What about his comfort? What about his students, right? What about the woman? What about the student? Number 8, police other women. Enforce these rules on women who break them. Shame them back into line. What do you think the Bitter Bitch Link Up is all about? It's a fucking patriarchal comment section. The fan club is trying so hard to shame a woman who dares to speak out against the patriarchy and to make her look as crazy as possible. Me, that is, you know? Thanks, Casper. Who is the student? Billy Pilgrim. Lots of women DM'd me to tell me about professors who had exploited them in similar ways to what I experienced. So it's a hypothetical. 9, prioritize, thanks, Tina. Thank you. Prioritize everyone else's comfort over your truth. Ooh, this is the rule I broke that people got so mad because I made people really uncomfortable telling my truth. I made them really uncomfortable. And I said, too bad, right? Prioritize everyone else's comfort over your truth. Don't rock the boat. Keep the peace. Don't make waves. You have broken every single one. And that is why the backlash has been so intense. You're not just breaking one rule, you're rejecting the entire system. Thank you, Dylan. Dylan says it was incredible to watch how you transmuted all of that negative energy. That's right. And I continue to do it. Because that's the thing, is that I knew I was right. I knew I was telling the truth. It's time to sit, so I'm going to do that. All while taking the patriarchy head on. That's right. And getting violations for bullying. I did tell a woman who asked an innocent question to fuck off, but I don't know if she's still in here. I'm sorry, but my intuition told me it was not innocent. And I come onto these live streams and I give a lot of myself, right? And so for someone to like question that, I was like, okay. But yeah, it's what we're doing here. We're fighting the patriarchy. But yeah. It's funny, you guys, someone used Chat GPT to get me to comment on my post. People don't understand that I'm like, I posted about how I talked with Chat 40,000 times in 2025. Like, even though I don't use it anymore, I can tell when people use ChatGPT. And I was talking about this in my stream on Favorited last night with Talia and Anna. It's like, when people accuse me of using ChatGPT to write my content or do any of this, I'm like, clearly you don't use ChatGPT that often. Because there's definitely like a cadence. Someone said, hold on. It was on my video where I'm like, hold on. She's back. I was on one yesterday, you guys. Oh my God. Thank you guys for liking the live. Somebody who, I don't know why it's so smoky in here, but it is, that's fine. Somebody commented and said, my God, I love her level of absurd. It needs to be on a TV show, which is so sweet, right? And then here's the Chat GPT comment. Comments like this are a part of the problem. When someone appears to be spiraling, turning it into a spectacle can actually make things worse. Support shouldn't mean encouraging support should mean encouraging stability, treatment, and real life care, not cheering on behavior that could harm her long term. If this were someone you loved, you wouldn't want strangers treating it like a TV plot line. That is so fucking ChatGPT. I'm like, you can't even come up with your own thought to try to shame a woman? You have to use ChatGPT to do it? Give me a fucking break. Bye, Bryn. Thank you so much for modding. Thank you so much. Chandler, hello. Anna Jones asked side tangent, what color is your nail polish? It is from a bundle from Costco. It's the Sally Hansen Quick Dry. So it's just the white that comes in the bundle, or like the Sally Hansen Quick Dry white. Chandler, you're so sweet with the gifts. Thank you. We're talking about the patriarchy, like normal. Big shout out to Casper. And people using ChatGPT to try to control me and say that I'm spiraling. And we talked about this yesterday, right? How women who question other women's mental health when they're speaking about harm, that's their internalized misogyny. Yes, Chandler. That's why you've been with me since the beginning, because you recognized what I was doing. Chandler is definitely an OG supporter of mine. There was no question. And Aaron says, it makes me irrationally annoyed seeing someone use LLMs to write replies to people on social media. It should make you annoyed. Because using LLMs to spot men who do harm, that is not psychosis. Using ChatGPT to write a comment that you yourself could have easily written, that's fucking weird. And a form of mental illness. Like, why are we letting ChatGPT write our comments? An LLM it's either language, I think it's language learning model. So it's a AI developer speak for a chatbot. It's the like specific kind of AI model. It's a large learning model or a large language model. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, I have some friends that will use chat to like, who are content creators and who will use chat to like get ideas for comments or like, you know, kind of, I don't know, parse it. But you guys have no idea how infuriating it is to me that I use ChatGPT and Claude to talk about the patriarchy, to talk about male violence and harm and how I can help fight it. And then I got labeled with AI psychosis. But people are using it to write comments, to tell a woman she needs help, and to tell a man who is there supporting a woman that he's not helpful. Like, it's an illness. You guys, I really am holding up, shining a light on what's wrong with the world. And I'm not going to stop. Dee says maybe English isn't the commenter's first language. That's a good point. I like the giving the benefit of the doubt. And I think it is. I mean, I can go look.
So I'm back. Honestly, it's kind of
But it's still, God, I love Drew Talbert. But they could write the comment and have Google translate it. They don't need chat to write it. Like, and if it isn't their first language, why are they following my story so closely? I don't know. I think playing devil's advocate for something like that is weird. So here she is. Ladies, you all need to drop the crystals and pick up a Glock. Let that MF feel your energy for real. Does that woman seem like it's her second language? English is her second language? She just looks like someone who can't form a thought, who needs to police other women, who's living under patriarchy. That's what that looks like to me. Yeah. Yeah, the get help thing drives me fucking crazy. Hi, Lottie. Good to see you. Violence is her first language. Because it is an act of violence to try to control other women, especially when they're talking about harm. It's an act of violence. Supporting the patriarchy is an act of violence. Don't let them see you sweat. I was sweating a little bit earlier. I was yelling at people. I got put down for bullying. Abby said I'd put my crystals in a sock. That's a weapon. That's right. I could bludgeon the fuck out of someone with this. I wouldn't though. TikTok, please, for the love of God. Aw, Sludge says, you remind me of Beck on You. So pretty. Love that you're sticking up for yourself. Thank you. I loved that show. That was one of the shows I watched during the COVID pandemic. It was a good show. And Beck is very pretty. So thank you for saying that. Yeah. Where did my crown go? Oh, it's in my lap. I'm glad people like the crown. You know, when the glitter isn't enough. What was the last season? Because I saw him in New York and then in LA. What was the third season? Yeah. You know, it's part of being an Aries. Things on my head just fit. Yeah, I will. I said it once and I'll say it again. The patriarchy would not be thriving as much as it does without the help of women. Look at who went and got the women, the young women, the children for Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell. Duh. For people that don't understand that women perpetuate the harm of patriarchy by falling in line, they just won't get it. You're looking for a crystal headband. Good. I'm glad I could inspo. We all need to wear our crystal headbands while we're taking down the patriarchy, okay? Abby, I yelled at Abby. It's sorry. Yeah, that's right. You get it. You get it. You get what it's like to be an Aries. And I'm just a fighter, you know? It's got me here. Yeah, we gotta wear it. Ooh, pink. Yeah. Yep. We just have to. We have to keep fighting, you guys. We have to keep supporting each other. And it's hard when ones of my own drag me. But it's also like, okay, I could ignore them. And I do my best. But then they come to my live streams and my comments. Let's do a reading. You guys ready for that? I'll do a reading for everyone. You're welcome, Ashley. I'm so glad everyone was here. We want it and need it. Aw. Okay, so this is my friend Energy Witch, her Oracle deck, The Soul Unveiled. It's really beautiful. Yay, Casper. Okay. Please, Spirit, allow me to speak the words that need to be spoken, remove my ego, and may this reading be for the collective here in my live stream today for their highest good. Ooh. Ooh. You can't make this shit up, you guys. Speak up. Speak up came flying out. And then look at this. You are on the right path. Speak up. You can't make this shit up. Let's read what the book says. Keywords: expression, truth, boundary, empowerment. Your voice matters, and this card arrives to remind you that it's time to use it. The image shows a woman standing at the forefront of a crowd, her fist raised and her mouth opened. Thanks, Abby. As she speaks with conviction. She is not afraid to be heard. She is not shrinking back. She is claiming her truth and standing firmly in it. This card calls you to be bold, clear, and honest, whether you need to set a boundary, correct an injustice, share your feelings, or stand up for your values. Your voice is a tool of empowerment. Silence may feel easier, but expression leads to liberation. Let me tell ya, expressing myself was the most liberating thing I've ever done in my life. And it made all of the punishment that people tried to give me worth it. And may every woman be able to feel the liberation that I felt in speaking my truth. May every woman be able to feel the peace that comes with vulnerability and messiness and authenticity. May every woman know the joy that comes from showing up fully herself. Thank you. And letting people truly see them. Speak up, you guys. Thanks. Okay, and then the next one. This is a reading for me and the collective. You are on the right path. Keywords: reassurance, direction, progress, alignment. Even if you question yourself, you are moving in the right direction. Growth can feel slow or unclear, but this card confirms that your steps are leading you exactly where you need to be. Trust the unfolding. The moon represents intuition, clarity, and subtle illumination. You may not see the entire path at once, but you see enough to keep moving. The soft golden lights along the trail symbolize support from the universe, your guides, and your own inner wisdom. Message: keep going. You are aligned with your purpose. Doesn't matter who tries to tell you that you're on the wrong path, your own intuition is everything. When you get pushback on the things that you're doing, it means you're doing something important. If you're not making waves, you're not making a difference. Trust your gut. That's right, Chandler. Yeah. 88 people in here, angel number. I can't wait to show Energy Witch that spread, that reading. That was really special. Tia, I don't know if you saw the reading, but look at this. You can't make this up. Destiny, my day was really good. I prayed for an hour yesterday and today, so good. Spirit told me I got to do 20 minutes, but now I'm doing it for an hour because the spiritual warfare and the fear and the darkness, it's up. It's strong. So we just, we got to be there. Yeah. I'm going to keep streaming. It's like my favorite thing, honestly. When you say pray, what do you mean? I pray and ask for spirit to take anything within my body that isn't serving me, any shame, any emotions that don't belong to me, any past trauma, and I ask spirit to help get rid of it, so I can be my strongest and best self for the fight that I'm fighting, and also my softest self. Yeah, they're doves. Allie, welcome back. Because yeah. Thank you guys. Casper, thank you for modding. Thank you to everyone who hung out. Love my super fans. Thank you for letting me read for you. Yeah. All right. And keep speaking up. And remember that you're on the right path. Holding the most space for everyone. We're going to go into the matriarchy and it's going to be really ugly getting there. But I'll keep bringing beauty and bringing community. Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. All right. Thank you guys so much.